things so badly that when it finally happens, you don't know if it's real.
Yes. But I promise, if you move, you will not wake up trapped in a fire at General Hospital.
Well, I could be hallucinating. That's a possibility.
It's true, it is. Extreme exhaustion can bring on hallucinations. But I'm fairly certain that we are really home, safe, and together.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I love you. She's breathing fine.
Maxie really came through tonight. I know that you probably think it was awful of me to send her to the hospital with Maxie, but I wanted to stay at the hospital and help with the evacuation.
It's okay. I'm glad Emma's here and safe, and so are you, and that's all that matters.
Well, I heard you were brilliant tonight.
I wouldn't say brilliant. I was just doing my job.
Oh, come on. You helped contain a major contamination of biotoxin. You stayed in a burning hospital and waited for everyone to be evacuated.
Not everybody's accounted for yet. And I'm going to assume there's going to be more casualties.
You did everything that you could. Jax practically had to pull you onto the chopper. At least that's what Uncle Max said.
What about you and Emma? I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about you. So you gotta tell me what happened.
Well, you were great dealing with all of those people. I mean, I had one tiny little person to take care of. Okay, you know how it really annoys you that I always have to be right?
Oh, it's more endearing to me.
Well, it's not going to happen again. Because I made every wrong decision I could possibly make tonight, and it's a miracle that Emma survived it.
I should have come home earlier.
What do you mean? You came home a million times when the storm first started, remember? All I could do was scream that I didn't need a babysitter.
Yeah, Rob and I always swore that I would never put my work in front of my family because that's what my dad used to do.
It wasn't your fault that you were stranded at the hospital.
That's what my dad used to say.
There was a medical crisis. There was a fire. You were trapped at the hospital. What were you supposed to do?
Come home to my family when they needed me. So what happened?
I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Did you get my message that I wanted to bring Emma to the hospital because she had a fever?
Yes.
Well, that was stupid.
You were trying to get Emma to the hospital. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? There was, I don't know, a blizzard going on, and they were saying on the radio that they were begging people to stay off the roads.
You were trying to get our daughter help.
No, I should have stayed home, pushed fluids, given the medication time to work. That's what I would advise any of my patients to do.
Well, Robin, I think you made the best choice that you could in that moment.
Well, tell that to Emma. She's the one that ended up in a tree.
Well, how did that happen? Why was she in a tree?
Well, I got lost, which was incredibly stupid in itself. The car broke down.
That thing's brand new.
Well, you didn't expect me to take it out in the middle of a storm.
I'm so sorry.
I got lost. I don't know. I thought I was going downtown, but I was actually headed in the opposite direction.
So were you scared?
No, I was actually incredibly calm at first when the car broke down. I stayed in the car for a little while, but Emma kept crying. My cell phone didn't work, and the storm certainly wasn't letting up. I thought if we stayed in the car that we could possibly get snowed in, so I decided to get out and walk a little bit. I thought we were in a neighborhood, not in the middle of the woods, so I thought it would just be a block or two, and then we would find a house, and we would find some place to be warm and ride out the storm together.
Well, that makes sense.
That does not make sense at all. I was leaving shelter to go out into the middle of a blizzard with a baby that had a fever.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. Robin, I'm sorry that you had to go through this without me.
We should get up.
Oh, that would mean we'd have to get off the couch.
As opposed to what, staying here forever?
Forever is good. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Daddy's here and Mommy is too. Everything's gonna be fine. Come here. Oh, hi. Hi. Do you want to feed her?
Why don't you do it? You know how much you missed her tonight.